else to demystify? Something is left. Ah.
It looks like I did 24 hours to reply your question from yesterday.
Doesn't matter, some people take 24 years. So.
No, I'm well, that's true. I feel okay, but there is a level of well-being, and yet I'm frustrated.
Uh-huh. Because of what?
Because just the last satsang is really so on that last, and somehow it's missing the last thing, and I'm really.
You think so?
I mean, yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't listen to your thinking process, what happens? Because this is... I can... Oui. Ah ben, il faut qu'il y reste. It is exactly that, you see. As long as you follow the mind, because something will come from it, as you think, let it be realization. I asked yesterday, realization, where is it? In the mind or not in the mind? That's you have to answer.
It seems so easy, so natural, and yet always slip in and either no mind or...
Yeah, you sleep, okay. You sleep. Are you lost for that? The mind sleeps here or there. It's not this, it's not that. That's said about the mind. Who are you? Nobody knows. But at least it is not listening to the mind that will help you. So your mind now tells you all is fine, etc. Some frustration is there because realization is not there. It's a talk of the mind. Because still there is some power you give there that it will give you the answer, or it will lead you through the mind somewhere. That's what I said yesterday. I think it was not bad to express everybody is freedom itself now, including you. It's the mind which has to dry up as a motor of taking you here or there. So it is really so simple, yet you cannot fake it. Because if you are still taken here and there, you cannot simply deny it. That's why I say it has to dry up. It has to be exhausted. Some people would contact that word better. Or it has to disappear as a tyrant. So it will reappear and disappear as mind. It's the tyranny which is the problem. It is not the mind, the tyranny. Imagine It made you think you are ignorant, it makes you think that you are a seeker, and it makes you think that you are an enlightened one. What a tyrant.
Sky, it's like you are the man, okay? I'm here. He's the policeman. Okay?
If you have something which is you want to question this drying up or this exhaustion of the mind or realization, something about realization or something about I don't know what. Tell, hein? Because after all it is getting so many answers, so many, then you get fed up. And so many trying, and then you get fed up. And something, then at some point the mind will leave you, even if it is for a moment, but will leave you free. And then we can see that.
Ganga, just now I was busy with something, and somehow what I can see is then when that drops away, that busyness,
Yeah.
there's somehow still an impressionability with that it changes. Yeah, so there, I feel I must be giving life preference to that. That it's more, that it is less busy.
Yeah. It will not help you, that preference. It doesn't help the preference. Yeah. Yeah.
But then what?
Because you see, the real quietness will not happen with an extension of the quietness of the mind. It's not real quietness. So, of course, when you seek, you need also those moments to hear, because if you are too agitated, you are not even present in Satsang. But real quietness will be nothing to do with the mind. It means, in fact, that you are not concerned with the shape of your mind. Busy or quiet or tired or happy. I is concerned, I do, but there is something there where it's not concerned. Something there which doesn't make you go into preferences because it looks more real in a way. Otherwise, yeah, you can prefer, but it not with this extra coating that because it's more real, because it looks more true, because that is the trouble.
Just feel we have been often at that point. I have been often at that point.
Yeah.
What is missing to let that dry up?
There is an attraction. The mind up to the end is a bit attracted by something. That's why it looks real, and that's why it looks real. And I must say, it's not that there is something like a reality which is totally somewhere or you are the reality, and that the waves like I and the mind plays on you. It is not like this, otherwise it's like two reality, one illusion, one reality, and I am not happy with this. But probably it cannot be understood, and yet I can try to say I think I will say the same thing. It's exactly the same, like the mind behaves. Let's say, your example, very busy and then quiet. Let's take this example. The thing is, it doesn't give rise behind that or after that or in between to these questions of who am I, is it okay, what is real, and so on. And that is a complete liberation. Why? Nobody knows. But that's why it's called realization. Something has been completely demystified, must be. I don't know what it is. But the result is like that. Nobody knows what it is. But then, I don't want to look like repeating what we hear all the time in Advaita, but still, it's not a bad expression. It looks like because there is nobody to raise anything there. But it's a bit risky also to speak like this because it gives so much concept. But it's not too bad to try to say so. So it's not the achievement of realization. It is not an achievement. Finally I am nobody and finally there is realization. It's not like that. I can just speak of what remains. And that's what I am expressing. No? A mind like this, like that, probably not landing when waves are there, not landing anywhere, not like before. Before there is a landing on I. That's all I know. And I don't want to know something else. Doesn't mean anything because everybody is different, but just to say that. Yeah. So it is an absolutely different direction than all those meditation and practice which leads you to sublime at the best, to sublime transformations and states. It is a anti-heroic, help me, anti-heroic reality. Yeah, anti-heroic.
So Ganga, the difference to somebody who never searched in
Yeah.
his life would just be that there's no landing on I.
For the second mountain, for the third mountain.
Okay,
Yeah,
never
okay.
really was
Yeah,
clear
yeah,
with
okay,
these mountains.
understand. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I would say so. It doesn't look too bad to express this way. Yeah. I said it's not too bad, but there is a bad side of it. Is that it creates like another reality. And this is not correct. You see, it's like only this is seen or thought or felt. Only appearances, only what appears, isn't it? Now, it's so tricky that in this appearance can also appear what is formless and nameless and unseen. Yeah? Okay. That is no more real than the first appearance. So it is, I would say, what remains may be both, but more probably the first, because of the senses and so on. It's not that you are located somewhere else. I cannot explain that.
That was my question. That,
Yeah,
like
okay.
somebody who never searched, like in both, one person
Yeah.
never searched, the other one realized.
Yeah.
In both, there is no search.
Yeah,
So the
probably.
subject is
yeah,
not
but
really
there is something.
So, but the person who never searched is struggling with existence.
And he has a lot of
despair
concepts.
And fear and
a
all
lot
of
of
that.
concepts.
So there is a difference
In that way, yeah.
in that way.
In
the
that
mind.
way, in that way. Yes. But that's what I say. The tyrant, there is, the mind is there, but it is not a tyrant. Probably.
But some people, they don't even know their mind is a tyrant.
No, but they are tyrannized.
But if you ask them, they say no and no.
Yeah, maybe. But then. I will never speak like this that I am not tyrannized by my mind. I would not say tyrannized, but what can I express? I can express only what I know from my mind. But I will not say tyrannized, no. Whatever, I don't know. There's someone who doesn't search. I think you should just, for your great surprise, question, and you would see that it is not so much like you think. That they don't feel tyrannized, but they follow so many things, so many ideas. They bind themselves by so many laws and rules and some people in the world I remember very well, in small villages generally, you always find somebody always say, oh, there is a wise man there. And it's true when you speak to those people, they are simple, they have this wisdom, great wisdom. But if you scratch a bit, they believe in so many things. or their faith in God. How are you? How are you?
There is something that I don't know.
How to express?
I was busy with mood.
With music?
Moods.
Moods. Okay.
And it's still there, but the thing that you want to
Yeah. Okay, great.
I like it like that.
Yeah.
But when you say that
Don't worry. I mean, you see, different people have different experiences. We don't need to know all the experiences. Some will contact that, maybe you don't contact that. It may still come, it may not come, it doesn't matter much, no? I think we don't need anything. It's good the way you... I think it's nice that you are less nourishing the moods. I'm happy with that. Don't worry for what you understood them before. This is nice. And less... Huh? Do you know who you are?
I don't know, and I don't know if I care to know now.
Yeah.
Maybe it's fake.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let us see. Huh? You just arrive, you tell me this. It's good. Let us see.
There was a moment that I remember that was quite exquisite, and I made a decision, and that moment is here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I must say that I always wondered about the decision.
Yes. Now you understand?
I understand.
I think those who don't understand, it's because they are not yet there. Surely there is a decision. Of course, in reality, to speak like that, the whole thing looks like a fantasy. even the decision for liberation. But as long as you are not, let's say, quiet with your illusions and beliefs, it has to be there. Otherwise, what?
I noticed something dropped off. I was always in some sort of blissful state, also in Satsang and being around you. And for some reason, yeah, that dropped off. And I noticed it yesterday in Satsang. Just wanted to
Okay.
tell you that. I have no idea what it means, but thought maybe I should bring it to you.
Yeah. And where are you? What do you live now? What do you experience now?
Oh, I'm still very open, and I listen to what's
Yes.
being said, and it also enters.
Okay. You didn't want to keep the bliss
No,
when
no,
it
no.
left.
No, maybe at first, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was also, I think, just a habit for
Yeah.
some reason.
It's a belief, you see. You believe this is more the flavor of reality. Yes. Okay, nice. When it comes back, you have not to reject it.
No.
Welcome,
I still,
welcome.
I mean, sometimes something that's been said touches me more than other times, and then sometimes there is still some sort of blissful
Yeah.
event.
But it's a state, yeah. So you have seen yourself that it's a state. Okay, good. One thing which is quite good when you see like that by yourself is that I think then you cannot be as much hypnotized, you see, or no more at all with states. That's the good.
I think that is my main thing. I like experiences.
Everyone. Oh my goodness. Everybody. Everybody likes it. Imagine a body without experience.
Quite dull.
Some people, they don't eat. They live on air or dry leaves. They have an experience too, huh? You cannot escape experiences. You tried?
No. I know a few.
Yeah. Yes. There was a very nice haiku telling the frog and the birds, they speak differently about realization. So I hope we are of the same language.
Can you say more about what you just said about keeping quiet about the illusion?
Be
You were
quiet.
speaking about the decision with Prema, and you said decision hasn't come when you haven't kept quiet about your emotions.
I said so.
At least that's how I understood it.
I don't remember to have said so.
I also don't know.
Whereas what I heard is
I didn't speak of keeping quiet at that moment. I don't mix both. You definitively don't keep quiet when you have to be silent. You can decide to keep quiet also. Because you have seen once, you have seen sufficiently globally and deeply that it's not through the mind, for example, that you will be helped. So you can take this decision of it's just a fact which dawns on you to finally keep quiet. What else can you do? And then something will stir it up in the most intense way, and then decide to be free, for example. Tell me where are you now?
I would say in keeping quiet, this big emotion comes.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
like a fight.
Yes,
It's a fight.
yes, it is. It is, of course. Otherwise, there is no question of deciding, isn't it? Of course. But you see, this is the habit of the mind. So that this mind doesn't raise the head as a tyrant, at some point, you stay alone. And then he will say, oh, the door is no more open here. This is the thing.
My mind has been very moved by the question of death, fear of death. And now when I heard you speak, it's my mind who creates the
I
problem.
will do very hard this time.
Just acknowledge and the mind can resolve.
Yeah, okay, good. Okay. Okay, very nice. You are lucky.
I see when I follow you, it just makes such a big connection
Yeah, sure.
and a big tension. And then I know it's the mind.
Okay, good.
Là, et tu joues pas ta plein de galettes dans les mains. Sky? Careful. No,
So you see, you start to demystify the mind this way. Yeah. It's very nice. Must have been a few emotions lately. So, no problem with that?
Tu t'appelles papa.
Not really, but it wasn't that dramatic.
Okay.
I didn't think I would die.
But maybe it will never be dramatic. We never know.
But I saw a concept.
Ah.
You know, many go and new ones come, and I ended up with this concept. Oh, maybe a peak moment in being, you know,
yes.
very sick, and so I
Yes,
found
okay.
myself waiting for this
Yes.
moment.
Yeah. You know that title, En attendant Godot?
Yeah.
Call it like this and then you will laugh. But one doesn't know that, of course we can say like this and it's contrary, but we can say also we are all the time at the peak. And because we are all the time at the peak, we don't see it. This is the problem. But it's an image.
So it's not about following them and then letting it disappear and go.
With Soma? No. With Radha? Yeah. It's not.
Like when it comes, I follow it.
Yes, okay. Yeah, it's uncontrollable, huh? Yeah. Don't nourish. You see, there is a difference when something comes up. Uncontrollable, this is the mind, anyway. But then the mind, when by nature, let's say, it comes, goes, lapse of time. But not that it is, if it is healthy, means you realize what it is, you will not get obsessive thing to follow and nourish and believe and construct so many things.
So this disappears.
This disappears. Huh? Oh yes. It's like you would construct something in the water. Is it possible? No. You see, doing so for a while, not that like this, because you still work with the mind, not that like this you will realize, but then maybe it creates more space to hear, maybe out of the blue, to realize. Because if you are really busy, it's of no use. You cannot. Then it's like whatever. So you need a minimum quietness and clarity. That is sure. But that's part of the search. It's part of the search. Can be short search. Can be long.
Since a few days ago, the Satsang where was spoken about, as I understood well, the defeat of I, that I cannot realize. Something really changed for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That it's like there was a cut.
Right.
between I and my fire for liberation.
Yes,
It was
yes,
like,
yes.
like the fire was absent.
Has no meaning
There's
then.
no meaning. And it continues to be like this.
Mhm.
What is so strange is that because at that particular satsang, on Monday, when a lot of things I couldn't understand at all, and nevertheless the impact was so immense, and it happens a lot that I cannot always follow, and still there is strong impact. How is this possible?
It's possible as you experience it. You start to become a loser.
Monday evening I felt a total loser. I felt
No, total not yet.
no, total.
You start. Better to see things as they are.
What did you say?
Better to see things as they are. Good. Good! So the most loser possible, then you identify to be a loser. So we are never ready. Never. Now it's a new wave. Before we were the winners. I won enlightenment, I got it. Now we are the loser. It's hard. But at least we are on the other side now. We demystified one side, positive. Now we'll have to go to the negative and demystify it too. Ay, ay, ay. So it needs at least 2 generations. For that split second. Ay, ay, ay. Not before. You never had such a piercing eyes.
I was locked at the computer today.
No, I think the layer of meditation left. Yeah. Same.
Same.
And I have a question about, you always say demystifying the mind. Okay, so my first reaction when you say that, say, okay, I will study the mind.
Yeah.
If I take the example of the microphone, study its color, its shape, its blah blah blah,
Yeah.
say, and then perhaps I can say it's not that. If I try to do that with the mind, I can't, because
With
I cannot.
thoughts, you mean? With thoughts.
So perhaps there is the misunderstanding here. When you
okay.
saw demystifying the mind,
Yeah.
I'm first looking for a mind.
But tell me, is there
And I
a
never
mind?
found it.
No,
Yeah.
no, there is not such a thing as mind.
Okay.
Okay.
So how to demystify something which is not here?
Thoughts.
Okay.
Because we believe in thoughts.
Okay.
Yeah, right. When I use the mind, it's a bit a global because I want to include emotions,
Okay.
senses and thoughts. No, that is the extraordinary thing. When you try to find something like mind,
Yeah,
where
there
is it?
nothing.
Where is it? Ah,
Salim.
Mama, il y a un chien. Il y a un chien qui est là. Oh, un chien.
Oh, it's there.
ah yeah, it's very big.
Oh.
Don't do that with whatever you see, because you're not really concerned.
Où est le chien?
You have to do that the moment you feel very concerned with something.
Mhm.
Yeah. Then it may mean
So that means when you feel concerned.
when you
with
feel
something,
identified,
just-
when you have this feeling of identification, for example, and then if only in that case, if you feel lost in identification, because there is really nothing wrong with I being identified, but the extra layer which comes is that I am lost in it, because then I don't know myself and all this talk.
Je crois qu'il peut
Look at
voir.
that. We add too much talks actually. Otherwise, then what? Isn't it? We draw you would say too much conclusions. Draw? Yeah. Conclusions. The conclusions. It's really conclusions are good for somebody who wants to achieve something. That is the trouble with enlightenment, that experience. It's a conclusion. If there was no conclusion, then what? No problem. It's a
What
conclusion.
about this decision you said before?
Are you there?
No.
Oh, but
But I
drop
could
it.
decide.
Huh?
I could decide I want that I am enlightened.
Okay, let's see if it works.
Because
I would. That's what you were deciding with those piercing eyes just now.
no.
No.
I thought I would go to a hypnotizer and get this.
I will eat you.
No. Yeah. Well, if it doesn't work, then.
There's more?
But yeah.
I'm also thinking since Premnath's
Yeah.
Satsang about this decision. First of all, I would like to understand what does it mean to decide. Does it has any sense to decide it that I want that, because just the mind who decide it.
But that's what I say. You are not yet there, so don't trouble yourself with a imagination. You see, of course, everything is in the mind.
Okay, but what
Everything is in the mind, including realization. But does it help you? You could realize it at once hearing this. And if it doesn't, then we have to try many tricks. Many tricks.
but it is also a doubt that I'm not there.
Yeah, sure. It's due to a doubt. But a doubt is a thought, no? Or an emotion you have. Why do you believe in it? Why believe it?
Because I think I'm not there. There are people, they sit here things. Okay, I don't listen this doubt.
No. Don't listen to that doubt and Then tell me next. What is there when you don't listen to that doubt? When you don't hook that doubt, what happens?
I can't enter it with my mind.
So you like the doubt,
No.
but you cannot unhook yourself, or what? It is you who hook that. Nobody forces you. Nobody. Even you have to hear that. What an hallucination. So don't hook at that doubt. It's there. Who is doubting? Who is doubting?
The I.
Yeah. Okay, you reply a bit quickly because you see you have an answer ready-made because it's the answer, but you have to go and see. You have to go and see before answering. Otherwise, it is mere intellectual knowledge. You have to go and see each time. Doesn't matter, 100 times. You go and see. Otherwise, you never allow yourself to just not be busy with all this. If you have ready-made answers. I like very much this example I read somewhere else. It doesn't come from me. Oh no! Example. So it is image, no? So it has its limits. You know that the heart is round. You know it. You trust and you know it's like that. But what's your experience about it? That it's flat. It's really interesting. So we live all the time like this. We know. We even know so much about this subject, but the experience is different. So now, instead of digging to your knowing, you go and see each time. Maybe, wow, another answer will come.
Because I wanted to understand what does it mean, this decision. And then you told me, are you there? And after you told me, are you there? I had the feeling, okay, I'm not there, so I'm not...
No conclusion, no conclusion. Don't. You see, like this, no, I'm not there. Don't give conclusions. I just, tuk, 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 tuk. We have to learn not to enter in these talks, extra talks of the mind. That it talks because it's its nature to rise and give something. But the extra parasites, that is the trouble. It makes a lot of difference, isn't it? If you say, are you there? You say no. We thought, and then it means this and that. It makes a lot of difference. Just simply say no. But what is there?
Is there anything that can cut the identification with the sense of being I? Is there anything that I can...
Faut le toucher, tu sais. Il a l'habitude des gants. Non, regarde. Ça fait même pas peur.
With the eye, no, you cannot. With the eye, you cannot do anything.
So this sense of being
can dry up, it can, through realization. Otherwise you no idea. Before you spoke, I really felt we should not think so much, because surely it is not through the mind. You see, I don't know which tricks. It happened being with my master. I could not catch the trick. No idea. But I know very well that surely it is not trying to go there, it is not through effort. Understandings has its limits. Understanding has its limits, because it will not be true understanding too. Somehow I still believe or feel, I don't know, that it is not in adding ideas, concepts or states that it will help you. That is surely not. So I know only this way. But it is also very poor.
I read some poverty last night.
Okay, help me tell.
It just immediately put on a lot of questions.
Maybe good
How to
question.
surrender and, you know, I in critique, I take it
How
to
to
my
surrender, not following the how. What to say? I mean, really? Like that, you see, like that.
Say that this is the result of your search or not?
Definitively.
So this is a consequence of something.
Let me see. I know what you mean. So, definitively, it's because I searched that I heard about liberation. Okay? Now, it's because the search stopped and there was suddenly a doubt that even the stop of the search brought anywhere, because there was still the seeker we saw, somebody we saw the search, and then that was a complete defeat. No? What to do then? And then there, and anything can make that last thing which looks like impossible to shake. Anything is possible there. I think, let me see. that it is much more possible than when you are full of search and beliefs. So probably you have to come to a certain point of soberness in that search to be able to just keep quiet. And when you are defeated, what do? You can't do anything. So that's the keeping quiet. And then I don't know. Then I definitively don't know. But I know very well that I don't stay in the keeping quiet. So when I say, then I don't know, I know that I don't land on the keeping quiet or on the no search.
Yeah, this is a result, or this is what happens, or what you can describe.
Yeah, you may speak like this. Maybe, yeah, you can say so. So it looks a bit weird, but
if I extend my thought here is you say, oh, I look for 29 years, okay. So if we see that as a process, you search, you have this, that and that, and we can say, okay, you get it because you merit it. And
okay,
by
understand.
comparison,
Okay.
I'm still a young seeker, so I have to wait. That's one way my mind look at it. Or the other way is, oh, she's lucky.
Yeah, sure.
So maybe I just have to
Yeah.
wait for the luck to.
Yeah.
And that's a situation where
Okay.
I feel somehow, because somehow you always say there is nothing to do.
Yeah.
No effort. Or probably it's no effort at the time, at the split second. Or what I can catch is that to get to this point where you can be with no effort, you have to do a lot of effort before searching, non-searching, realizing that searching is the wrong way, non-searching, etc. Okay, just philosophy.
No, but you know, of course, again, I will speak of some. You need the fire for that in the search. If you have a mild search, then you have mild results.
Oh, no result in this sense. Yeah.
Fire is needed and good indication is needed. Okay, let's say 2 ingredients.
Yeah.
When I say fire, it can take many shapes. Because when the surge drops, it's due to intense fire that it came to this, and then you leave this. It doesn't mean you have no fire.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have to want it. Sure, you have to want it, and at the same time, that's why I say you are defeated, because otherwise you don't speak of defeat. No, if you want so much something and you can't do anything, it's still there is some fire there, but you can't do anything. If you want something or not, okay, it's like that. You will not call it a defeat. It will be just okay. Goes. I cannot believe that if you don't really want it, I don't know. I cannot believe for some reason that it's possible.
Okay, but Okay. But there is a notion of time.
Yeah, I know. You have
And
to
somehow
search
you say
for
there
it.
is no time. But
You have to search. The paradox is, you have to search to. You cannot pass from non-search to here. It is impossible. Impossible to. I'm not very sharp today about this. They have much more merits. I don't know if you see what they do for it or what. I don't know. I have an imagination. I have not an example. And what's the result? They don't want liberation. They may want something else. So I think the first is not the merits, but wanting liberation. Even if you don't logically, it's not very logical, because liberation cannot be the result of something. I think we have to maintain the paradox. Yeah. Don't forget that the mind doesn't understand at some point. It doesn't understand. Everybody could, I think, see with your question why, for example, what happened that in one's life, in the search, what happened that it delayed, maybe not today, but let's see in the past. And I think if everybody asks himself, he doesn't have a journey like fiery only for liberation. Quite a few times in the journey there have been cuts of living something which looked like impossible not to live. Following a certain attraction for states and this and that because of non-understanding or because simply it was too attractive. So you see, that takes the time. Myself, I have seen. Once it was, I don't know if it is interesting to say because everybody is different, but just to say, to tell you, oh, I delayed, so I had that fire. But sometimes it is just cut in the journey, even though you feel not, but in fact, yes, you do. If you are absolutely honest, then you see it. You do. I follow the distraction to fall in love with someone. Mm-hmm. It was always in the background, the search, but then in the background. Mm-hmm. And then what happened? I don't know. There was trouble trying to exist, to survival. And then it became the attraction for knowledge. And so on, you see, so that's the delay. That's the delay. So if you could hear, but I don't know if it is possible, but if you could hear at once, that makes the time of the journey long or short. Huh?
So is this related to deciding to what?
Sometimes
at this moment,
deciding?
Yeah, that's a question of I have to make
No. Well, a few times, yeah. Not suddenly you question what you think is all right and doesn't harm your search, but suddenly you question it because your master gives you hints or because you yourself start to doubt, and then suddenly you are on the right track again. You see? You have to decide there, of course, what is essential in your life. Yeah, sure. because it was so clear with my master, I could demystify at some point very well the states. But one state, I never thought it was a state, was like it was really concerning realization, means all what we hear about it, it looked like I was experiencing it. So it was, of course, not a state. So I've been quite mystified myself with those things. See, all that delays. Yeah, it's mad, but... Here you are not in a space where silence is much experienced, let's say, because I speak too much. It's true. But at the same time, there are also traps there in silence. So I don't feel too much guilty in speaking. Devotion. Beautiful. But the fruit, then it's a fruit. The fruit of devotion will come to try to understand. So any attitude is a bit not right. But not having any attitude is also not right. If you are not attentive, if you are not attractive to this subject, if you have no love for it, if you have not don't know what, it's also not right. So I hope you are not left with great confusions. So that's why better not to think too much. And, yeah, let me see if I can express something. Actually, it's I don't know what will come out, but I want to say something. No, I can't. It will be totally a mess.
It's okay.